Hello everyone, Kireth here, and if you really like Gran Turismo Sport, you may hate Gran Turismo 7. I haven't seen this in any reviews, but I feel like I need to put it out there. Gran Turismo 7 Sport Mode is heavily tuning based. You can see here, Daily Race A and Daily Race B, the only requirements you need to enter are to have a maximum BHP, a minimum weight, and the right tyre. Everything else is up to tuning. And this is really going to reward people who have taken the time to understand tuning, who know how to tune a car in depth, upgrade it, tweak all the settings, get the handling how they want it. It's really going to reward those people, and this is a return to Gran Turismo for that crowd. But if you're a new driver to Gran Turismo 7 Sport Mode, you can see here, this is a stock Mazda Demio, has 103 brake horsepower. So it is at a severe disadvantage to the 147 maximum brake horsepower limit. And in my racing sport mode, I've seen a number of drivers each time enter with the stock car, and they end up right at the back of the field. They're multiple seconds behind, and I'm not sure they understand why they're behind. So I want to be clear, I don't think tuning is a bad idea. I don't think tuning is a bad thing in Gran Turismo 7. I think it's a really good thing. It's much more in-depth than Gran Turismo Sport. It makes the game much more in-depth. It's going to help us get better at tuning, and that's really important. But I do think they need to make it easier. Again, this is Daily Race B. This is a stock Polo GTI, 189 brake horsepower. That was well below the BHP limit in the Daily Race. So I think they need to make it easier. I think they need to have a button that says you are not at the maximum limit of BHP, or you are well over the minimum weight. Do you want to apply a tune from the highest ranking car in the qualifying rankings? That's the same car as you. And I've been reading interviews from Kaz, and he said specifically he doesn't want to make tuning easy to share. He wants people to have to take screenshots and apply them. But because the tuning is so in-depth, which is great, it is going to be off-putting to a lot of newcomers to the series. And I just think there could be some quality of life improvements. And I do stand by what I'm saying. If you really like sport mode because you could just jump in any evening, turn on your PS4, jump into Gran Turismo Sport, and have balanced multiplayer racing, that is not going to be the case in Gran Turismo 7. You're going to have to tune your car, look around for tunes, and if you don't have the right tune, you're going to struggle. You can see if Daily Race A, it hasn't stopped in Daily Race A there being a meta car. There are 3 cars available, but the meta car is still the Aqua, or the Aqua. And although in Daily Race B it's different, I wonder if we're going to get to this position where either you have the best tune, or you're untuned. And therefore you're kind of ending up in a voluntary bop situation anyway. By the way, if you do want tunes for your cars in Gran Turismo 7, make sure to join our Discord. There's a dedicated tuning section, over 1,500 people there. And I really hope we're going to be able to help people with tunes. We've been providing tunes already, and people have been loving them. But let me know your thoughts on this. I think there are 2 camps. Either you're going to really love tuning, and this is great, or you're going to be someone that really like the plug-and-play accessibility of Gran Turismo Sport. My only other thing that I would say is that if you really love tuning, is it really important for you to have tuning in sport mode, which is a competitive multiplayer mode? Because for me, when I think about the times that I was tuning cars in games, Forza Motorsport 3 for example, I was absolutely loving tuning the car, testing it against a single player opposition, going back, tweaking things, testing it again, getting those credits, and going through that kind of car RPG. Because it really is a car RPG. You're increasing your stats of your car, and then going into battle and then coming back and increasing your stats again. Do you really want it in sport mode? And again, for drivers who really like Gran Turismo Sport, are you going to be that off-put by the tuning in Gran Turismo 7 Sport Mode, or is this going to open the door for you to become a tuner, learn more about the cars, become more of a car culture person? I don't know, I'm just trying to illustrate this because I haven't seen it in any reviews. I don't think the sport mode is really open when people do reviews. But let me know what you think. Really important question. And I'll see you next time. Feel free to subscribe as well if you want. It's up to you. See you next time.